So anyway, this is Dan, and he's going to talk to us about HCI and how it's affected the society that we live in.
Right.
Talk to me rather than the camera, Dan. That'll help.
So HCI in society. I mean, computers when they were first around, they weren't meant for lots of people to use. It was only meant for big businesses and stuff like that. You very rarely saw people that had their own personal computers. But like, as time's gone on, like we're in the new millennium. Pretty much everyone has a computer or some form of computer, and that's an advancement of HCI in society. More and more people in society are having computers.
Can you tell us a little bit about what this HCI thing is?
In society.
Well, just in general, what does it mean? What do we mean when we talk about HCI?
Just. I was going to get edited out. That's the one thing I didn't write about.
What is HCI? What does it stand for?
Human computer interface.
So when you talk about human computer interface, what are we talking about?
How humans and computers. Well, how humans can interface with computers.
So what does that mean? What is an interface?
Something on the screen. It's like how people can use computers.
Right. Yeah. So is the interface something people make, or is it just something that is just
people make the computers, people make the interfaces.
Okay. So what are they making when they make an interface?
They're making, they are creating the interface, they will code the interface, they make it, and then...
Imagine I'm from Venus. You've used interfaces all the time, you're using them all the time. Imagine I'm from Venus and I know nothing about these things. You're talking to a complete novice.
Well,
what is an interface?
It's just like a display of what there is to see, what's going on the computer, what there is to see on the screen.
Right.
You can, there's inputs and outputs on a computer. You can years and years ago, there wasn't much of an input. People had to input ones and zeros pretty much to computers to get the information they wanted. But in modern society now, people can use simple things like keyboards, mice, touch screens, like iPod touches, they've got touch screens, iPhones, they've got touch screens. Modern smartphones are becoming more and more, like computers are getting smaller and smaller. There's different types of input and output as well. That was all on like punch cards and stuff like that, but now we can print stuff out onto paper, see things on the screen, and change data really easily. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got some examples of the ways in which it's affected society.
That's example, describe.
Get your notes out. What's that you got there?
iPod touch.
Oh, let's have a look at that, can we? Tell me about the interface of that.
It's all touchscreen. Well, it's got a couple of buttons, but it's all touchscreen. You can flick between things, you can listen to music and all sorts.
So what you're saying is that for this presentation you made the notes on there?
On this, yeah.
You've got them with you, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
and that's an advancement of HCI.
So tell me how you can use those notes now then. What have you got on there that you can tell me about?
I've written down about society, HCI in society, different types of inputs and outputs. HCI is evolving at such a rate that society may eventually become entirely dependent on computers and things like this. People are becoming more and more dependent. Like more and more people are wanting mobile phones. Like the younger people are, they want mobile phones. They want all these new games consoles and stuff like that. But eventually, it may just computers may. I don't know where computers are going, but
yeah. But those notes you've got on there, you've got them with you now. You could take them wherever, can't you? So that's like an extension of your own brain almost, isn't it?
It's such convenience. You can pretty much use computers. People can use computers pretty much wherever they want, wherever they are. Like even if they've just got a mobile phone, they can use that as a computer pretty much.
Can you see a downside to all this? Or?
Yeah, I mean it's really expensive. It can be confusing to older people who might not be used to this kind of technology. It's prone to crashing. It can crash quite a lot. It's only as good as the people that make it. So if people created it badly, it's not going to work as well as people want it. It can be really complicated. The information that you want, say if you're looking on the internet for something, it might not be easy to find, and things like Facebook or MySpace, they can be complicated. They're good to use, like social networking websites, but in society it can be hard to find, say, there's an old friend, it can be hard to find an old friend because there might not be the right search. There might not be the right method to search there.
But I suppose it's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's definitely better than having nothing. I mean, if none of this was around, we wouldn't be even this video, it's all thanks to HCI and advances in society that we can record this video and hopefully put it onto YouTube. And
the strange thing is in 5 minutes' time, this could be on YouTube and people the other side of the world could be watching it.
And the other side, people can watch things from the other side of the world. And without, like, if you have relatives on the other side of the world, you can upload videos. You can talk to them with mobile phones from the other side of the world. You can have voice chat with Skype. You can send video messages with Skype. You can have video chat with some iPhones.
And that sort of thing would be the sort of thing that would be really worth talking about more when you do the culture one. The third video in the sequence. That'd be a really good thing to talk about then. Okay, that's brilliant then. That's very good. Thanks.